everybody, I'm Allie and welcome to Possum Stamps. Today I'm going to be creating a Halloween card using three of our fabulous newly released stamps. Ruff Life, Hey Pumpkin, and our adorable little monster party. I'm going to combine all three of these sets for a simple Halloween card. Come and join me. So I've begun by cutting myself a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 of my favorite white cardstock, and I have placed the large image of the Ruff Life stamp set with the little puppy on the top of his growing bed there, a couple of our pumpkins from the Hey Pumpkin stamp set, and the little bat monster, plus a couple of our candy images from the Monster Party set. And we're going to use some Memento black ink. It's my favorite black ink. And we're going to stamp those on that white cardstock today. Because my Memento ink pad isn't as juicy as it once was, I am going to stamp this a couple of times. Just using my hand to create some nice pressure for a nice crisp image. I am going to cut these out, hence why I have put them on one sheet of paper today, instead of masking, because sometimes, you know, just don't want to do some masking. Now, what's going to happen with the Ruff Life image is I'm going to not color the top pillow or two pillows with the puppy on it, because I'm going to put my monster on top of the pile instead of our puppy today. Okay, let's go get coloring. So for my card today, I'm going to be using some of this Simple Story Spooky Nights paper, and I want to take some of the colors and make sure that I put them in my images. And this is the paper I'm going to use, so I'm going to make sure I use an orange, a green, and probably a gray. And there is a tiny bit of a light blue in there as well. So I want to use that as part of my color palette today when coloring. So we're going to start with the largest image, and we're going to color all of those fun pillows and his little couch or his little bed. And I'm going to speed this up, so enjoy the music. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask below. Let's go! And there we go. We have everything colored up. Now I'm going to fussy cut everything out, ready for our card. Okay, so everything has been fussy cut. I took my C5 marker and just ran it down all the edges of all of my cutouts, and what it does is it hides that white core of that cardstock. Just makes things look a little neater. So those are all done. I found a coordinating piece of striped paper, and I've already put that on my card base. And I've also created kind of like this dream bubble at the top, and I just cut it using my good old scissors, just freehand. And I'm going to put it on the top here, and then I'm going to trim off the top piece. That way it matches that card top. Put on some adhesive here. I am the adhesive queen. All right. I'm going to place on this layer. I'm just trying to find the center point here. There we go. And then I'm going to trim that off. You can use your trimmer, but sometimes it's just easy to use your scissors. Okay, now we're actually going to put everything on our card front. What we're going to do is we're going to tuck these behind the little bed here. So actually we're going to use some wet adhesive because it allows for a little bit of extra play time. So I'm going to put this on our image here, making sure to get those little tassels. There's tassels on one of the beds there that kind of hang off. So I'm going to put this on first. Like that looks good. There we go. And we're going to tuck these little pretties behind the bed. Just for a little bit of interest. I mean, you could put them out the front, but we're going to tuck them in behind. There we go. Oop. Oops. All right. Again, because that glue is wet, you can play with the position. Like if you want to move it up a little bit, you can move it up. There we go. Put something heavy on top just to hold that down. Our little monster is going to go here. But before we glue him down, I'm going to put the candy pieces down first. So a little wet glue. And so my fingertips don't get dirty here. Use my tweezers. And aren't those candy pieces so cute? They would be cute on a birthday card too, I think. Absolutely. All right. Okay. Now to make this super fun, we are going to use an action wobble. Now I don't have any mini ones. I do not know where my mini ones went, but these ones are actually made of plastic, which you can actually cut down to size. So I'm going to trim this. So hold the two pieces of the action wobble together, and you can actually cut these down quite a bit actually. You just don't want to cut into that center mechanism. And of course you can trim. Oops. And also trim this all the way around basically. Again, you have to kind of hold it together. Again, I wish I had smaller ones. I do not know where my smaller ones went. So there's two sides. There's a thicker side and then there's a thinner clear side. I like to put the clear side on the actual card and the thicker side behind whatever your dancing image is. So let's just make sure that those pieces are showing. And again, you can just trim it completely down here. There's a little bit showing here. Of course, you don't want to cut that piece behind, but so just do it carefully. Oops. Okay, there we go. That should be good. And then, of course, it is now stuck to the back of our little fella. It's extra sticky today. Peeling off both backer pieces. Again, that's a little bit big for my taste, so we're gonna trim it down, and again trim this down. This one's even easier to cut because it's much thinner. And he's gonna be bouncing on the bed. He's gonna be a naughty fella. So just wanna get your fingers under there and give it a good press. There we go. And I noticed that my eyes on my little fella aren't particularly dark, so I'm just going to take a black gel pen. So this has a little bit of gloss to it, so it'll make his little eyes shiny. Now it would be really cute to put some googly eyes on his fella, but I don't have any that are big enough. I have like little tiny fellas. But there we go. So I've taken 3 different stamp sets, one only being Halloween, one being kind of fall, and one not being fall or Halloween related, and made a Halloween card. So I'm hoping my nephews really like this interactive card. I hope you do too. Hope I've inspired you to pull out some stamps and some inks and have some fun and create today. For all of the Possum Stamps products, please check down below, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!